Hi, my name is Brian McCann. I'll be making a pitch today for Turtle Beach, which is ticker HEAR, trades on the NASDAQ. Quick overview, Turtle Beach is a leading gaming headset maker for console games. It has the #1 share of the market at approximately 43%. This is higher than the next three brands combined. Recently, in May of 2019, they purchased a German company called Rocket. They make PC gaming peripherals, and this is their first big foray into PC gaming. In 2017 to 2018, there was a huge surge in popularity of battle royale games, including Fortnite. This drove spectacular revenue and earnings growth for Turtle Beach in that period of time. Subsequent to the craze, revenues have pulled back for the whole industry, including Turtle Beach. Turtle Beach went from revenues of about 287 million in 2018 and down to 234 million for this year, which they just announced preliminarily. Although they guided that this was going to happen, the stock price peaked at $32 in August of 2018. It's down to about 660 today. I think that's overdone. I think that the company is worth significantly more than the current quotation. A couple of interesting points on the industry. Video game market is in secular growth trend. It's estimated to grow from 6 to 10% per year over the next 5 years. One stat that I found particularly interesting was that in 2018, the revenue of gaming reached parity with the revenue from the film industry at about $43 billion. Little history of Turtle Beach. They've been a leading console headset maker for the last 10 years. Despite this, the fortunes of the company have not been very good. I started looking at the company around 2016, and at the time they had two divisions, headsets and Hypersound. And Hypersound was this interesting technology that allowed for directional sound waves from flat panel screens. And although the technology seemed interesting, they basically pumped a bunch of cash into it over several years and never really got it commercialized. So they had a very weak balance sheet at the time. They had significant warrants outstanding, high long-term debt. If you fast forward to today, the Hypersound business has been run down and is no longer listed as operating business in their annual or quarterly reports. The 2018 boom allowed Turtle Beach to earn a lot of cash. Their balance sheet's been repaired. They don't have any warrants outstanding. They have no long-term debt, and they have a revolver that they use for working capital purposes. They also used some of the money to acquire Rocket, and Rocket was a leading German company. It was #1 in the German market, and they make PC gaming accessories, mice, keyboards, and headsets. This about doubles their total addressable market. Their penetration in PC gaming had been low prior to the acquisition, and so this gives them a lot of white space for growth in the future. And then they also have authorized a $15 million buyback over the next 2 years. So if you look at the current valuation, they announced preliminary results in February, and they announced 40 to 50 cents a share in earnings. If you kind of take the midpoint, they have an undemanding valuation of about 15 times earnings. In a recent conference in December, they forecast 20 to 22 million in free cash flow. If you take the low end of that, with 14 million shares outstanding, they're trading at a free cash flow per share of about $1.38, which brings them at less than 5 times free cash flow. And they have great growth prospects going forward. Management, due to the Rocket acquisition, has given estimates of about 18% growth for the next several years. With the operational leverage in their business, they have about 30% gross margins. We should see even higher net income growth from that top line growth. So at a modest 15% per year earnings growth, that puts them about 70 cents a share. At 15x, they should trade over $10 a share in a couple of years. And I think this is a pretty conservative base case, and they will do significantly better than that. There is an upcoming catalyst. The console upgrade cycle is happening this November. Both Xbox and PlayStation are announcing new consoles, and that generally leads to increased sales of headsets. And of course, there is some risks, primarily China for them, between the trade war and the coronavirus. Um, that presents significant short-term risk. Turtle Beach manufactures the bulk of their product in China, and although this could present a short-term slowdown, I don't think it impacts their long-term potential. So that's it. I hope you like it, and take care.